Hello everyone, this is Rose of Rose Red Tarot. Welcome to another reading. This reading is special. It's something I came up with. I've been doing it my whole life without tarot, but I thought it would be an interesting reading to try it for the first time with tarot on camera. So my whole life I've been asking the dictionary for fortunes since I was a youngin', and anyone who went to high school with me would remember. So I thought what I would do is pick 4 words from the dictionary, and you, the viewer, think which of the words speaks most to you, and then I will pull 4 cards minimum for each word, and that is your fortune based on the word that you chose. So let's try this. Paper. It's the last page in my journal. Lefties unite. Okay, the first word for today's reading, I'm doing this with my eyes closed, is mania. To think, be mentally excited, wild or violent mental disorder, the manic phase of manic depressive psychosis, abnormal excitability, exaggerated feelings of well-being, excessive activity, etc. Or an excessive persistent enthusiasm, liking, craving, or interest, obsession, or craze. So I'll just hold that. I'm learning as I go. I mean, I know how to film a good video, but my tripod is not the best for this channel yet. So, you know, hang in there if other things interest you other than the angle of the shot right now. First word is mania. Second word for our fortunes today. Goad. To throw. A sharp pointed stick used in driving oxen or any driving impulse. To drive with or as with a goad. To prod into action or urge on. To prod into action or urge on. So if you are feeling less excitable, more that you need to be prodded into action at this time, that might be your word. Third word of 4. This is the Webster's Dictionary circa, this has been around since I was a kid too, 1953. Third word, I feel like it's on this side again. Sorry, it's out of frame. Sucker. That's awesome. A person or thing that sucks. A soft-rayed freshwater bony fish with a mouth adapted for sucking. A pipe or conduit through which something is sucked. A person easily cheated or taken in, duped. A person highly susceptible to attractions of something. I would use the one if you feel like you've been a sucker lately, then this is your word. Easily cheated. And our final word, it's scopy. Like the end of words that have scopy in it. Seeing, observing, examination. Do I want to keep this word? 1 second. Seeing, observing, examination. Yes, I will. Okay, so it's not that punchy of a word, but if you relate to this is a time in your life where you feel like you're seeing something in a new way or seeing something for the first time, or you really are examining your life, that would be your word. Okay, so thank you, dictionary. Those are our 4 words. The main thing that's going to improve, I'm going to be on camera more, my face, and also the vibration. I'm so sorry about the vibration. Okay. 1 is mania, 2 is goad, 3 is sucker, and 4 is scopy, seeing, observing, examination. Okay, so choose your word. Get it firm in your mind now. Mania, goad as prod into action. Sucker and easily cheated, feeling cheated or easily cheated. Or scopy, time of seeing, observing. Here we go. An advice card for the person that chose the word mania. The people watching that chose the word mania, the advice is to regain a sense of control or calm through creating structure. And it doesn't have to be just structure as in scheduling and having a disciplined day. I would say structure as in committing. Committing to a plan, committing to a goal. And once you do that, it is suggesting that the mania will subside. You'll feel more calm knowing where you're headed and what you're doing. Advice for the people who chose the word goad, to prod into action. G-O-A-D. I'm getting a strong sense to cut for this one. There it is. Huh. Similar to the mania people. Justice as advice for the people that chose the word goad. Be motivated by what you feel is the morally right path, the morally correct choice. If you, that will motivate you when you really clarify the better thing to do, the more ethically fair or just choice, whether for yourself, like defending your personal sense of justice, or for the group. That is how you can be motivated at this time. Advice for the people that chose the word sucker. For those who feel these cards, look at these cards, easily cheated. The advice for those who chose the word sucker. These are a very powerful lineup here for all of you, no matter what word you chose. The advice for those who chose the word sucker is to be a boss. You know, if you feel like you've been ripped off or you've been, I can't use that word, if you've been messed around, then see yourself as an empowered boss. See yourself as the adult in your own life that gets to decide who they interact with, and just learn from your lessons so far and act accordingly. So, for instance, if you were a kid and you envision that you're the parent of yourself, and you hear this happen to your kid, aka you, what do you do to protect your child? What do you do to ensure this doesn't happen again? You know, enforce that over yourself as though you are the protector of yourself, because you are. Don't go there anymore. Don't talk to that person anymore. Forgive yourself for feeling like you got ripped off, but do what you need to do to not let that happen again. You know, it was a lesson. And finally, for the person that chose the word scoppy, which I would imagine you are quite, the word I'm getting is iconoclast, because it's not a glamorous word. It's definitely not the easiest word to choose of the four. But seeking, observing, examination. If you feel like you're really examining your life now and watching what has happened so far, this is for you. Guidance for those who chose the strange word scoppy. We got 4 major arcana in this video. Wow. It's quite amazing. Seeking, observing. We have another clear message here for those that chose scoppy. The advice is follow your heart's desire. Maybe in your examination you've realized that you've put other people's interests or desires above your own for quite some time now. The advice with what to do with this information that you're coming up with in this self-examination is to think, what do I want? What is my personal desired outcome, irrespective of anyone else? If you can imagine a life or a world where you don't have to take anyone else's best interest into account but your own, what would that look like? 8 little birds just flew by together. You know, maybe you have a lot of people in your family with lots of opinions, and they make their desires known, and it seems to trump yours. But your advice, if you chose this word or this part of a word, part of many words, is to take time to think about what you want and try to make it even minor alterations to your plans or to your day-to-day life that are just for you. So I hope that was helpful. That was pretty impressive. I had a lot of fun. a 5, an 11, a 4, and a 6. And tune in next time.